Well, it's probably never happened, but if you ever wanted your John Deere green tractor dipped in chocolate, this next story is for you. And these tractors were not really dipped in chocolate, but they are brown John Deere. Steve Vanderzeel from Michigan, Drew Discount from right here in Florida. You guys each own a brown John Deere tractor, and we need to know why.
They're unusual. We like odd things, and you know, it's brown John Deere is an odd thing, so that's kind of why we like them, or I do anyhow.
And why is your 320 brown?
North Carolina Highway Department ordered them brown from John Deere, and in those years John Deere would paint a tractor any color to sell it. There was 20 of them made, 2 groups of 10. There's 320 utilities, and there's one 320 standard. So.
And how do you know this one was brown when it started out?
Well, when we restored it, you could see the brown paint was underneath the green, and then we searched the serial numbers and so forth, and it checked out as a factory brown.
And yours is late 50s, maybe about 1950s?
Yeah, 50, 56, 57, right in that era is when it was built.
And Drew from Florida, yours is a John Deere MI, also brown. Tell us where this one came from.
Yeah, so this one I bought from a buddy in Ohio, and he purchased the tractor, and it was yellow when he purchased it. And he purchased it from a gentleman that actually won it in a raffle at a tractor show. So he won it in a tractor show, and my friend purchased it, and it was yellow, and the paint job wasn't quite what it was set to be. So he started hand sanding it, and lo and behold, he found a bunch of chocolate brown underneath. So he did some research, calling around to a buddy of mine, Jeff Rotkamp, who also had some brown MIs in the past, and they got together and realized it was a brown MI from North Carolina, DOT, Department of Transportation.
And yours is just a little bit older than Steve's. It's back about 1951. Do you know how many they made for North Carolina Department of Transportation back then?
So there's no true list. The story is 7 to 9 were built brown. So this is one of, I think, about 4 that we know of in existence.
Yeah, there still are a few left then.
Yeah, there's a collector that has one restored, and then I think there might be one other one floating around, and then maybe one that might not be restored, but I don't know where those are.
Now, you can't help but notice that the 2 tractors you guys have, the MI and the 320, they're just a little bit different shades of brown. I don't know if yours is dark chocolate and yours is milk, or tell us why that is, Steve.
Well, green tractors have a long history of exact paint codes. The brown tractors, there really is no exact paint code. We base it on what we find on the tractor and try and duplicate it. Mine, we found brown up underneath the hood that we felt was undisturbed and was the best guess we had to duplicate it. So my tractor's milk chocolate and his is dark chocolate. So it's our best guess of the brown is what it is. So.
Now, I can't imagine why, if you're going to have a highway department and you're in North Carolina, it wouldn't be Carolina blue or maybe yellow for safety. Why do you think they might have wanted them brown? I feel like it might have hidden it on the highway a little bit.
I have no idea. Everybody says that a green John Deere can hide in the grass, so I guess the brown can hide in the brush.
What do you like about your 320 when you're driving it? What's the feeling?
Well, I 100% tore it down, restored it. It's nut and bolt restoration. It's really smooth, the quiet. It's just a nice handling, small little tractor.
And Drew, for you, what is your favorite thing about the John Deere MI that's brown?
Just its history, knowing that it used to mow a lot of highway, and we operate new equipment today, so it definitely shows it makes you show a lot more appreciation for today's equipment. But I couldn't imagine sitting on that for 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day mowing the highway.
And yours has a blade on it. Tell us a little bit about the blade that you've got on your John Deere MI.
Yeah, so they would have had a sickle mower on it, a belly-mounted sickle mower. That one had one, and at one point somebody took it off. So I put the snow plow on it because I figured that would have been an attachment they used, and it's a little safer for my kids in the storage.
Absolutely. Now, did you guys know each other? Did you both know that you had a brown tractor? How did that happen, that these tractor twins got together?
So a buddy of mine, Jeff Rotkamp, told me Steve was coming down. I've never met Steve until this show, and you know, I figured if he was coming, I needed to bring a brown one because it's probably not often that two show up to the same show.
Steve?
Yeah, this is the first I met Drew. I've heard about him, and he has a fantastic collection of M's. It was good to have two of them here, so we're having fun with it.
Yeah, you are having fun with it, and what kind of reaction are you getting from the crowd as they come through the tent looking over these twin highway tractors?
Lots of questions of why they're brown. Drew had some decals made up for North Carolina Highway Department, and when I came he handed me a couple and I put them on immediately, so it kind of explains the story.
Well, guys, thanks for sharing the story of your two brown tractors. Much appreciated. You know, you come to Sunshine on the Green, you expect to see green. Sometimes you get surprised and you're seeing sunshine on the brown, but still having fun. Thanks for catching Classic Tractor Fever. If green is your scene, be sure to check out these other classic stories. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep those classic tractor stories rolling.